Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited because today we're going to do a very special fall inspired Halloween, or maybe like a fall makeup tutorial on the Perfect Smokey Eye. So I'm super excited on us doing this, so without further ado, let's get into it. Please like this video and give it a thumbs up and comment down below what look you'd like to see next. And don't forget to turn that bell notification on when I post a video, every single week, so you can see that. So yeah, thank you, and let's keep on watching. So today I'm doing the Perfect Smokey Eye, but I'm doing it with Wet n Wild products because everybody knows that Wet n Wild is cruelty free and vegan, and that's what I love about these products. And usually these are pretty affordable if you're going based off the drugstore. This is one of the closest brands to being affordable compared to like e.l.f. So I saw another girl do an e.l.f. video, but I thought I want to try Wet n Wild because I've used some of their products, but I've never used all their products. So the first thing I'm going to do first, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Hydrating Balm, and I'm going to try. This is just a good base to put down. I've already put down my moisturizer because I do that like every time I put on makeup. This is what it looks like. So and this is just, it kind of like melts into your skin is what it feels like. It feels very hydrating considering I have skin that's like combination skin, like a dry and oily, which I'm more on the oily side, but considering lately I used just any regular cleanser and apparently it broke my face out, so now I'm having to use some a lot of moisturizer. Okay, I'm gonna try this also. I'm gonna try to get my face as primed and as like soft and beautiful as possible because you got to take care of the skin before you start putting makeup on top of it. So I thought I would try the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. It's hydrating, so this is technically what I need due to my face being all dry and broken out. So you just do this, and it's already got some. This is what I've seen. I've never used any products like this. I usually use like my go-to primer, which some people don't use primers, which I used to not. But my go-to is usually the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. But I thought I would try another one. This has like a floral, distinct like smell to it. It smells almost kind of like a perfume. I don't know. It's weird. It has like this little smell to it, which I actually like it, and it smells really nice and clean, and it smells really good. So honestly, this is something I would probably use again, and it feels really good on my skin. I really like these. I've never used these before, so I like that. I'd probably rate that like, so far, these are like a 10 out of 10 products. They already feel great on my skin. Yes, and I use my hands. I could probably use a beauty blender, but considering I really don't have to do that, I'm not going to, so. Sorry, I couldn't like. Allergies. So the next product that I've seen, that I have used before, this is something I have used before and everybody's used it and everybody's talked about it. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in soft beige. I'm not really like an ivory color, so if you're really light complected and you're more on the lighter side, I would use like the ivory color. If you're more on the tan side, you need to use like a beige tan color. Like, it depends on your skin tone and your undertones. So with me, I don't have like a pink, kind of like have a pinky undertone since I have that redness in my face, like from the rosacea, just a tiny bit. I would use just a soft beige, like considering I'm not tan anymore and I'm not out in the sun enough. But it's cool because on this product, they show you how to like apply it correctly, which I like though. That's pretty cool. Comes with a little spatula. So that's pretty neat. I have like this little mirror, so if you see me looking at myself, it's to make sure I apply it correctly. This is very like minimalistic looking, but this product it has a lot, so this can go a long way. And yes, I do put this on my eyes even though I use concealer. Okay. Now I'm gonna use this blue. Oh, I almost dropped it. I'm gonna use this blue sponge to basically I don't know, tie it all in. I mean, it absorbs a lot of your product. Most people use either a brush. I always use a beauty blender to blend it out. I don't think this is a very full coverage foundation. It's more on the it's more sheer and more on the lighter side. I don't know, it's more, what is the word for it? It doesn't have full coverage, but it has a little bit of coverage. So it's also like covering up some of those blemishes that were shown here. So it actually does perform and work really well, and it's very light. It's a light coverage. It's kind of sheer, so I kind of like that in a way. A lot of people don't always like a full matte, dramatic look. Some people don't want to be full face and full beat like all the time. So with this, it's really great. It's really blendable. It's really affordable. I think this was like $4 for this foundation. Really not that much compared to like the really high-end products like Huda Beauty and NARS, and I don't know. There's so many different like higher end brands. But this is really affordable from the drugstore. So I would highly recommend this one. At first, when I have tried this before, I really didn't like it, but seeing it back on my skin and seeing how well it covers and how it looks really flawless and effortless, and it looks really, it looks like I barely put on makeup, so I kind of like that. Next, we're going to do, let's see, concealer. That's in my, oh, and I bought all these products from my local Walmart. You can buy this at Walgreens or any other drugstore that you prefer, but I'm going to use the Wet n Wild, what shade is this? It's the Photo Focus Concealer. It's in shade like light ivory, so this is like a lighter shade. You can also probably use this as a foundation. I've seen people it's cruelty free, so that's what I really like this product. And like I said, you can use this as a foundation. Use this all the way around your face. It has no scent, so that would be quite nice for some people that hate the smell of, some people just don't like the smell of scented things. So this is really nice too. So, oh sorry, that was the chair. Right now I'm having to film with what I got. This is me and my boyfriend's bedroom, so I don't have like a really cool desk or anything, so I'm just filming right here in the local bedroom, chilling, you know. I love YouTube. I'm so excited for a video that's about to happen real soon. My next video is gonna be really cool. I ordered the Jeffree Star mystery boxes, and you guys are just gonna love it, so super pumped about that. Honestly, I'm super pumped. Okay, that looks pretty decent and pretty good. I might need to put my hair back. Don't make fun of me. I look crazy. This is my mama shirt, considering I have like a little girl, and I'm so excited to match with her today. We're taking pictures because due to COVID, you know, all this going on, we're not taking pictures outside. So I think I'm going to set some of this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. They also have one in like a deep to medium skin tone, and they also have one in banana, which I was going to use banana, but since I'm not a yellow undertone. I'm more of a pinky undertone. I just thought I'd use translucent. I've already opened this, and this is like basically brand new. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna take this. Oh gosh, I got this everywhere. Oh no. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. It's all good. This looks so crazy. I know most people don't do what I do, but girl, this is how I do my makeup. Thought I would just go ahead and like set some of this. I haven't done bronzer yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and set my face just ahead of time because that's what I like to do personally. My personal opinion. A lot of other YouTubers and a lot of other beauty gurus don't usually do the step next, and I got this everywhere. Well, while that's setting, I'm gonna go ahead and do my bronzer. So I have the contour stick, and I have, what else do I have? I have a bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlight and dual ended contour stick. Sorry, I apparently don't know how to read. This is what it looks like. This is from your local Walmart. Like I said, it's medium to tan, so I hope I didn't pick the wrong shade, because I'm definitely not tan. But since, yeah, this might work. Maybe I won't be orange. Honestly though, I'm kind of nervous. Oh, that's good. That's just one side. We've already done that. So this is the shade. Yeah, that's pretty tan for me, but we'll see. It might be too warm, but we shall see. I don't know if I mentioned, but these products are pretty creamy. And I'm kind of excited for like new videos I want to make here soon, considering I really love makeup and I really love the Halloween thing going. So I'm super pumped about that. Let me see. Put that there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this spike out. I can hear everybody yelling at me in the comments. I mean, it's a risk worth taking, you know. You have to really watch about creating contours, because sometimes it looks kind of muddy and sometimes it looks really cute. It just depends. And I usually don't bronze like a lot of people do. This is something I haven't done in a while. I don't want to look muddy. Ew, it's like everywhere. This might have been a little bit too much. It's a small infant in the background, and that is my kid. Okay. Hey guys, sorry, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties with recording this video, so if you see me like having a little bit of little small time intervals, it's the video. So I got to taking this off before it makes my face look crazy, basically. I'm gonna scoot this up a little bit. I'm getting adjusted to like this whole thing. I'm so aggravated. I'm sorry if I sound really like aggravated, but my phone, since I really do record on my phone at the time, for the time being, because I have a camera, but I'm not very skilled at understanding how to work it, so let's continue. Okay, so we got that down. We're going to go with next. Let's do my brows. we're gonna do brows. And then we're gonna jump into that bronzer and the highlighter. So let's do my brows. This shouldn't take long, considering I already have a lot of hairs on my eyebrow. And this is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, the ultimate brow. It's in shade medium brown. So if you have like dark brows like me, this should work. Ew, and it comes like, it's angled too. See? You can already see that. Okay. And honestly though, I never use like a lot of brow products. This is something I kind of need though, so. If you're wondering what kind of mirror I use, my sister gave it to me and it was from Mary Kay. Hey guys, so also, just side note, I went ahead and done the other brow off camera. So this is what they look like. They look pretty decent to me because I'm not going for some crazy big dramatic brows. So I'm gonna hurry up and move on to the next thing. That was great. Let's go ahead and get into our, well, yeah, let's go ahead and do bronzer. Let's do bronzer and highlighter real quick, and then we'll do blush. So, oh my gosh, it just dropped something. Okay. Let's do, this is the bronzer I picked up. It's called Palm Beach Ready by Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. This is what it looks like. And they had like 3 different shades, but this is the one I picked out. It's super pretty and I love the little pattern in it, like the little detail that it has. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush and dip into it. Like super pretty and shimmery. I love that. It's very warm. Here's the excess. Really subtle, really pretty. I like these products, really do look good and mesh well with other products, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my nose slightly because this is how I do my nose. Try to make sure that didn't like absorb everything, like, I don't know. I can't see that, so I'll just say it looks good. I love a lot of bronzer. It makes me feel tan when I'm not, you know. So let's move on to the next product. And we're going to do, this one is called I Met Someone. And it's the Hello Halo Blush Highlighter Duo. This is super cute. Look at the packaging. Super cute. Alright, so I dipped back into this Hello Halo Blush Highlighter. So first we're going to do the highlighter, because I think that looks so much prettier. Actually, I should probably like spray something on my face. This is also the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Prime Water Prep Set and Refresh. It smells like roses. I'm going to set my face anyways because I already got the base on. So I'm going to go ahead and do the highlighter portion. We want a nice glow to our face. And by the way, this video isn't sponsored by Wet n Wild. Obviously, I would never make a video where I only tell about products. I only will do a video only if the products are great. I would never do a video and then say, hey, talk about these products and I'll pay you. Like, yeah, it sounds great, but who would want a lot about products that they really love. Like, I love these products. I love Wet n Wild. They're a great affordable brand, and if anybody can buy it, like, that's more the merrier, you know? I'm going to do the smaller detail brush, and this is one we use for blush. In this side, I even bought one. Like, I even bought a smaller. This is more of a pinky tone. That's so pretty. Put on my nose a little bit. It's really popular. Look at e-girl. Crazy. Anyways. So we got that done. Actually, I might add a little bit more blush. This is the Nudist Society Wet n Wild blush. I'm gonna hurry up and get these products. This video is already, I feel like, too long. So we need to hurry up and get into the eyeshadow look. I love doing a full face considering I never do it. So, plus this is a great look if you're looking for a sexy, sultry kind of vibe. If you're going out on a date and don't know what kind of look to go for, this might be it. And it's one way to spice up your look and do something really cute for yourself, because due to COVID this year, a lot of people might not be going out, and you can still dress up and look good for yourself. And having the perfect smoky eye does do a lot. So now I'm going to dip into the eyeshadow. I'm so excited. Okay, so I got this, the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. There's a transition shade, which is cool. It tells you, excuse me, I know it's so itchy. So it tells you how you start it. It opens like this. So there's a black, a brown, a tan color. Like, these are beautiful shimmery shades. Like, I'm going to use some shimmer shades, but I'm mainly going for an all. I think I'm going to do all matte today, just to try something different. So this is the first trick I've learned and that I've watched to practice. Let's see. I think this is right. So first, you have to use an eyeliner. Wait, what am I doing? This is my eye. Sorry, I grabbed the brow brush. Okay. This is the liquid Jante Blue Art Makeup Professional Liquid Eyeliner. This is nothing I bought that was from Wet n Wild. This is I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just trying to make sure I do it right. So, like, it could be as messy as you want. And I know you're like, Tamera, what are you doing? Girl, I'm about to show you the secret. And by no means am I great at putting on eyeliner, so don't think I'm like super duper great at this, because I haven't worn eyeliner since high school, so that tells you anything. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh gosh, this looks awful already. Anyways, so when you do that, you also put it inside of your waterline. See? You think I'm crazy, and there's no liner. There's like nothing. There's like no eyeshadow on my lid. Don't worry. There's a process, and we will show you how it goes. So, we're going to grab a little detailed brush, and this is a mermaid from Tarte. It's like the mermaid collection. So, we're going to go ahead before it dries and like smoke it out already. This looks so messy, which is fine because that's what we're going for, right? You want it to like look really, really messy. That's the plan. I mean, I would have rather wanted to like one that was more easy to work with and not like a liner type. I like the eyeliners where they roll on, basically. They're not like a pencil. Because to me, they're more easier to work with and you can control it better, in my opinion. Okay, so this is really messy, and this is what we were going for. So we're going to go ahead and do like a neutral shade. Let's do our, let's go ahead and do our transition shade, which I'm looking for one. Let's do this. Let's do this, and this is going to lay it down. That's what we're going to use to lay it down. I'm going to start off with this kind of brush. It's a flat top, kind of brush. So let's use that in this palette, and let's go with the, let's do my brown bone with this transition shade. I think we're gonna start with this tan color. Okay, there's a lot of fallout. Okay, let's try to go back into that shade, and let's do that. A lot of the times they keep it in their crease, which is what I'm trying to do a little bit, but I'm also trying to not do that. But we all love a messy look. I just thought I would try this personally because I've seen this when I've watched videos, and I'm like, hey, I want to try this to make a better performing smoky eye. So then you go into this little pale pink shade, which is what I'm going to do. You're also going to rub that in because these are like some transition shades we're working ourselves into. This is really pretty so far. Me looking at myself going, yeah, this looks pretty good, you know. Now, we're going to go ahead, and I think we need to just go ahead and dig into the shade. I thought about putting on black and a brown. I'm so scared of blacks. I also brought the James Charles palette out because I was like, I don't know. I get so nervous using these colors. So, I think we'll go for, let's do a brown look first. Let's do the brown and black. Let's slowly go into the brown, and then I'll try the black because this like makes me so nervous. Oh my gosh. This transition shade right here, that's perfect. And after this, I'm going to go ahead and do this brown. I'm probably going to apply some black. But you really need to make sure you darken up the first layer. And make sure it's exactly where you have it placed and where you want it to be. Oh my gosh, this is so messy. Apparently this is all supposed to be messy, so. Apparently. I don't work with a lot of, this is the color I usually put in my crease, not on my eyelid. So this is really different looking at it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this flat brush that I was using, and I'm going to blend it out and make it a little bit more messier. So it's like really like blended. Okay. You see that? You see how it's blending? Really pretty and effortlessly. Looks very sultry and sexy. That's what you're looking for. This is more of like a going out party type of look. And I'm like obsessed with it. I love this. I love these smoky eye looks. They're kind of my favorite, you know. I'm gonna put this in my eyelashes a little bit. This looks so crazy, but like, it's really cute though. Not really big on black, but put it at the end of my oh my gosh, it's so messy. Now I'm putting it on my lid a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this black underneath my eye to open. Well, it's not really to open my eye up because honestly that's what white does, but. And I'm looking over here in my mirror to make sure I'm placing it right. My eyes are watering. I think I'm crying because I'm so emotionally happy about it. But honestly, it's just burning my eyes. Just the normal with makeup, you know. Whew. I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used. I'm going to blend it out. Oh, it's such a long process. It's so pretty though. Should probably grab a little bit more in that brown shade and mix it. So I feel like I'm not getting what exactly I want out of this. You want to make sure your bottom kind of matches with the top. Just a little bit. This is such a really good smoky eye though. So messy. What sucks about black is that it like really gets everywhere. It's super messy. But it's so pretty. Okay. Now we're going to go back in with this transition shade at the top. And we're just going to go back in and make sure we got that done. We're going to go back and make sure everything's great. Good looking. Not going to use a shimmer shade. So these are good. I think I might put a shimmer shade in the inner corner. I think I'm going to use this color right here. And put it with my finger. Inner corner. To make it kind of pop. Because we're not going for like a really, I'm going to put this back over my eyelid, bring it back to life again. I'm going back in, touching up a little bit. That looks so much better. I'm not going to give my eyes the definition of the doubt. I'm looking at myself. This looks pretty. Let's see. I think this looks really cute. Let's do something on the brow bone real quick. Let's go back in with this shade and this tan shade. Do something brow bone. Do something cute. Okay. Alright, let's finally, our last steps. I don't have any lashes because I don't usually use lashes. Ow, I hit my arm. This is the Boost Volume, Amplified Volume, Wet n Wild, Mega Volume Waterproof Mascara. Very black. So I haven't opened this. All these products are brand new. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And let's see what we can do. I don't love this color though, honestly. It's cute. That's how I feel. So we're gonna do this. Let's go ahead. Ooh. It smells so chemically and so weird. I'm so sorry if you hear my neighbors. I live in a trailer park around a lot of other people, and honestly, it's always super loud when you have neighbors that live literally right beside you. Okay. This video already feels so long. I'm sorry I take so long to do makeup because I always take my time. The reason why I don't use lashes, if you're all asking or if you're wondering why, hey, Tamera, why don't you use lashes, you know, they make the look so much more dramatic. They do, and if that's your preference, I would totally do it. But since I've always had long lashes, I really don't understand the point of me wearing lashes. Now I might if I'm doing like some crazy Halloween look or anything like that, but I usually don't, you know? It's really, really pointless. I'm so blessed that my neighbors' vehicles are so loud. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So I'm gonna put my hair down because this look is almost complete. See the last spray of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water. And my hair just for some reason naturally do this, which I would recommend if you're really trying to do something with your hair. Always have it a little bit like dirty, you know? Okay. Oh, that smells so good. I love this smell. And that, wait, I'm not done. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot lipstick. Guys, you didn't tell me. Okay, this is the last step, promise. Okay, this is the Wet n Wild lipstick. It's matte. Okay, it's matte. Okay. It's Never Nude. It's a nude shade. So let's go ahead and put this on before I say. This is fine. I do not have a lip liner. This is so itchy. My allergies. This is such a pink. This really matches with mine. I would say this is almost the same shade as my lip color, but it's a little bit lighter. This is super cute though. Okay guys, this is the finished look, all complete. What do you think? Do you love it? Honestly though, this is beautiful. This highlighter, their highlighters are so bomb. Better than any expensive, overpriced highlighter. And oh my gosh, this eye color, like, who is she, you know? Oh my gosh, my allergies are so awful right now. What do you think? Was the steps easy? Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. And yeah, so thank you for watching my video, and please like and click the subscribe button. Please like this video, click the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below on what video you would like to see next. I'm planning on doing some really cool Halloween looks, but I don't know yet. If you're interested in that, please let me know and please leave a comment. And I'm so excited for the next video because it's almost Halloween and the Jeffree Star mystery boxes are being released here soon. So if you're really excited about that, please stay tuned. Watch my next video. We got some fun surprises that are going to happen. We got some cool videos coming. Thank you and love you guys. Mwah. Thanks for watching. Bye.